They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And that's why he is an All-American Cal caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Rutgers.
And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Lost a throw on first down. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. On target to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Firing toward the end zone. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Price. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the right. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Duggan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Gentry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the returner goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Catch in the middle. It's Price. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Duggan. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
When you're a is your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man. It's Gentry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Red Raiders are on the move. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Duggan. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic and picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback.
There he goes! Past the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting a free first down.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive home? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Perez. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Smashes in between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Red Raider. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 28 over North Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Definitely be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He's going to run it. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
To the air on second down. Complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Duggan. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll try the right side. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense has taken now. The nice lead here late in the third quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Touchdown, Red Raider! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody is expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the run, still looking. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Scarlet Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Snagged in the middle. It's Murray. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a...
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the try is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
To the air on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Gentry. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack hard.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Okay, ready? One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over.